Hey YouTube, dafrogtoad here. This video is going to be about a little bit of the first aid stuff that I carry. Now this is pretty much my main first aid kit. It stays in my closet, and I have one almost identical to it that lives in my van. And if I'm going out with 2 or 3 people, I'll backpack this entire thing and spread the load out amongst 2 or 3 people. Now I'm going to attach this video to Gavko's 300 sub contest because he wanted to see this kind of thing, and well, we can kill 2 birds with 1 stone. We enter a contest and give you an idea of some of the stuff that I carry. Now this is real basic. I am not trained as an emergency medical guy or anything. This is just stuff that I carry based on what I've learned over the years that I've had trouble with. And we'll just run through it real quick. Band-Aids. Lots of different kinds, including the kinds that go on knuckles, and just lots of different shapes and sizes. I have a light stick in case, happens in the dark. I do keep 1 pair of these. Of course, I can't remember what they're called right at this moment, but they can be used to close things up. They're also good for holding things. Forceps. Ha! Remembered. Cool. There you go. Just some anti-itch cream. I mean, obvious. You're out hiking. Things can happen. Kind of a cheap pair of tweezers. A lighter. I can use that to sterilize a knife blade or the forceps if I need to. These are some nitrile gloves. Obvious reasons. There is a little survival wrap in here. Kind of like a little survival blanket. These are just more dressings. Many more Band-Aids and dressings. And then some larger blood-stopping dressings are underneath. Here's some Neosporin, again, bug bites, things of that nature. I do have 1 cold pack. Yeah, I've turned ankles, busted up knees. These things come in handy. Little OTC medicines, some Motrin, some Imodium. The Imodium, trust me, you wish you had that if you need it and don't have it. Again, these are just more OTCs. Here's some decongestants. I hate a runny nose. Dramamine, yeah. I'm a sailor. I love to fly, and I get motion sickness, so I keep my Dramamine and a whole bunch of the generic Advils. Here's some surgical tape wrapped onto a piece of cut. I think that used to be a key card for a hotel. It's a nice way to store it. Lots and lots of alcohol. I think that's probably the biggest thing I worry about, really, is getting something infected. So I make sure I have lots of wipes. And just here's some larger Band-Aids. And there's butterfly closures. This could probably be better organized, but it's getting on spring now, so I guess I need to go through this anyway. So another reason to thank Gavko. Appreciate that, making me go through this. Whatever. Underneath here, there's a little Johnson & Johnson guide. Real basic. Like I said, I'm not trained, so any little bit helps. And it just might be me that gets hurt, so I'll have that in there just in case. And for heavy bleeding, I just keep some of the bigger non-stick pads, some 4-inch ones, some 3-inch ones. This is just in case. Like I said, I'm not trained and I'm learning, and I want to mention that one site you can go to is a site run by USN ER Doc. Just a fantastic site for this subject, and I've learned a lot from him, and anybody else can. So if this is something you want to learn more about, go over to see USNER Doc. You'll learn a lot. Now that's, you know, the big stuff. I carry this, like I said, only if there's going to be more than one person and we're going to be out for a while. Let me just toss all this back in here. Thank you, Glavco. I get to go through that again. Now the one I carry every day is just really a simple boo-boo bag. This rides in my Camelback, which is my EDC bag, and it's just a smaller version of what I had, what you just saw. Again, here's some antibiotic ointment, some alcohol pads, some good-sized non-stick pads. This is just, you know, this is to stop the bleeding. If I get cut really bad, that's what I'll use to stop the bleeding. A small assortment of Band-Aids, some Dones. Yeah, it's just a nice little painkiller. They work. In my everyday bag, I actually carry the real Advils because these have a coating on them that makes them just a lot easier for me to swallow. They're tasty. They're not as chalky and nasty as the other ones. So in my EDC, I carry the real ones. Again, a couple things of tape. If I get cut or somebody around me gets cut really bad, I can use this with the non-sticks after I soak up with some shop towels just to get somebody to more professional help or to my van, which has that better kit in it. So that's the little boo-boo bag I carry. Now, as far as a shout out, I want to give one to Sea Dogs Randoms. Young man that's into ultralight hiking and backpacking, as am I. That's really cool. And just before I leave, I want to mention I was watching your video, Glavco, about the first aid kit you just bought. Man, that Adventure Medical kit's pretty cool. I like it. And in that video, you mentioned that the country you're in, you are required to take some kind of a Red Cross training to get a driver's license. That rocks. I think that's a fantastic idea. I'd really like to see that in this country. You know, we lose a lot of people in America who probably would still be around if somebody had just had basic Red Cross training. So, it's a great idea. Thanks again, Glavco. Appreciate the opportunity to run through this, and yeah, even though it made a mess, I appreciate the kick in the butt I needed to go ahead and go through my own kit here. So, thanks again. Y'all have a great day.